Hi everyone and welcome back. This time around we're going to be playing through X-Men the arcade game on the Xbox 360. So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for pressing play once again, and something a little bit different this time for this video in that we're going to be playing through a game, and it's actually one of my favourite arcade games ever released, and it is X-Men the arcade game, released by Konami. It came out in 1992 originally in the arcades, but there was an Xbox Live and I think a PlayStation Network version of it released in around 2010 as well. I don't think it's actually available anymore, probably due to licensing reasons, but yeah, I've still got it downloaded on my Xbox 360 and that's what we're going to play it on now. So let's have a quick look at it. So like I say, this was one of my favourite arcade games. It came out on a 4-player cabinet and a 6-player cabinet I think as well, so you could play all 6 characters at the same time with 6 friends.
X-Men.
So yeah, like a lot of these arcade games back in the day from the 90s, really colourful graphics for these games. Obviously this Xbox Live version was sort of done in HD as well, so it just gives it that extra shine. But it looked just great on here, but it always looked great on the arcade cabinets as well. There were loads of these kind of games back around this time in sort of 1992. Scrolling beat 'em ups were the sort of big thing, along with the 2D one-on-one beat 'em ups as well. So you had like the Simpsons, and you had obviously the Ninja Turtles arcade game as well. There's loads around at that point as well. I think there was an Aliens vs Predator one and the Punisher as well. So yeah, X-Men Arcade was one of my favourites. So let's have a quick look through it. So there's 6 playable characters in this. I'll show you who they are. So you've got Cyclops. All of these characters are sort of pretty much the same in a way. It's possibly only, I'd say there's one character in particular who feels a lot sort of more powerful and better to play as compared to the rest, but most of them actually more or less the same, apart from the sort of mutant abilities give them like a different kind of smart bomb kind of move. So you've got Cyclops, who uses his optic blast. Dazzler's probably the weakest character in here, just because her sort of mutant ability smart bomb move is almost like just a sort of light grenade kind of thing, so it's not great. She's not that great a character in this. Nightcrawler, who's one of my favourite X-Men, he's not a bad character. His special move's quite good, like a teleportation kind of manoeuvre, if you like. Storm, again, sort of one of the weaker characters. She'll use like a big whirlwind kind of effect as a smart bomb kind of move. Wolverine, who's not a bad character in this, he's the only one I think who actually has like an in-game almost like animation where his claws come out of his hands. The others don't seem to have much sort of animation going on. So, and then Colossus, who's probably my favourite character in this game. His smart move is like a big, I don't know, energy wave kind of maneuver. If you were in the arcades back in the day, this was in there, you could usually hear his smart move sound effect over everything else that was going on in the game. So he was always the character that I was drawn to, so he's the one I'm going to play through as. So I've moved the camera just a little bit, just so we're a little bit closer to the TV and you can see more of the screen and less of me, hopefully. Let's get going.
In the 21st century, evil mutants led by Magneto aimed to destroy the world. Humans could do nothing against the power of the evil.
So we'll get started. So yeah, buttons wise, it's all fairly basic. Basically, you're hitting people or striking with the X button, jump with A, you can do jumping attacks, and your special mutant ability sort of move is with Y. And that is pretty much it controls wise. What's unusual probably with a game like this is that there's no sort of double tap button to make the characters run, which you find you got more sort of, I guess, in the sort of console games of this kind, possibly not so much so in arcade games. Some great animation in this though. I like the way you can grab enemies by the head and smash them over the head, and you can also, when some of the characters are hit and they're on the floor, you can go up and hit them a bit more. I'm not doing very well here, possibly because I'm concentrating on talking rather than playing, so I won't talk all the way through this video. And that's Colossus's special move. If you were playing this in the arcades and someone was playing on this, usually that's the one sort of sound effect that you could hit here, and you'd know straight away that X-Men the Arcade was in that arcade and that someone was playing it. Love the really sort of bright and colourful graphics on this. Proper comic book kind of game, this one. Bit of a shout out to the music as well. Possibly not as memorable as some of the music in, say, games like Streets of Rage or even Turtles games, but I guess in the arcades the music was always a bit more sort of secondary to the graphics, because people were concentrating on playing the game, and it was always a visual thing. The arcades, really, you had to grab the attention of people. I think we're coming up to the first boss, which in this level is Pyro. Nice big flame effect there. You can see now they've started to introduce a few more different sort of gameplay elements to this level, with some sort of floor traps and obstacles that you've got to get past. One thing you do notice is that the enemy AI isn't always great, because they do tend to walk over some of those traps sometimes, like that guy's just done. Which I nearly did as well then. Well, he was actually waiting, and then he sort of walked over it. Can't remember who the boss is at the end of this level. I think we're too far off the end of this level actually, so we'll find out in a sec. And one thing I've noticed with this version of the arcade game is that you can't seem to change characters. So if you run out of lives, like I have just done now, you can't actually... There is a change character option there, but it doesn't seem to let you actually change. So I've not quite worked that out. There must be a way to do it mid-game, but hey, we'll carry on as Colossus. Oops. Ah, so it's the blob. The blob. Blob's probably a little bit easier to beat than Pyro in a way. Pyro jumps around all the screen, whereas the Blob kind of just is big and...
We have been taken by Magneto. However, we had time to locate their base on Island M. Destroy it.
Moving into a jungle kind of level now. Now this is an unusual bit. I don't remember that bit with the sort of wasps. seem to get past it alright though. Those like reptile guys are a bit of a pain to beat, especially with that jump attack that they do. Love the way they sort of come out of the scenery like that. Oh, he threw that one. I don't think I've ever seen him throw an enemy before. I don't know whether I did that or I'm not sure. X-Men, welcome to die. What a quote. What does that even mean? Welcome to die. Yeah. The Wendigo. Should really be playing as Wolverine now. It was always a Wolverine enemy. Probably the biggest of all the bosses so far. That's level 3 done.
Go and rescue Kitty from the cave.
So level 4, the cave. And we're looking for Kitty. I'm assuming that's Kitty Pryde. And I was reading up a little bit about this game on the internet a little bit before I did this video, and apparently Dazzler was only included last minute, and originally Iceman was going to be included as one of the characters, but was taken out for some reason, possibly because there was already 4 male characters. I don't know, could be that, so they decided to add another female character. But yeah, it would have been interesting to have seen this with like Iceman in it maybe. I'd love to see maybe like a version of this done with X-Men 97 and the sort of art style from that as well. That'd be quite good. Include some of the characters from that. So you could add Beast in, you could add Morph in perhaps. Maybe Bishop, Cable even. Of course we'd lose this guy though, because he wasn't in first season, but maybe season 2, who knows. That's not a spoiler, by the way. Quite good when you get them caught in a corner like that, because you can smash them all up together. You do get infinite continues on this as well. And these are a bit of a pain in the ass. Says Kitty Pride. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, if I'm honest. I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know who that is. Don't think it's Ultron or anyone like that, but it's a bugger to beat though. Can't jump attack against him. You saw that coming. Come on, go down. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure who that boss is supposed to be. So if you know, let me know in the comments.
You must rescue the professor.
Oops. They always include some bits of holes and things like that you can fall down. And he did that throw move then as well. I think it's when you go behind them, I think you can sort of toss them over your shoulder. Those characters, the only ones where the graphics look a little bit kind of really blocky. And Emma Frost now. Not sure if this is the boss or not. Seems quite early in the level for it to be a boss, but it could be. Honestly, can't remember. I think she is though. Not too difficult to beat. That was sneaky. Like I say, you only got to get caught a couple of times by a few punches and it's quite hard to escape from. So I've been having a bit of a run with some of these scrolling beat 'em ups recently. I've been playing a few of them. That's a big sentinel in the background there. Because yeah, I've been playing obviously like the Ninja Turtles collection. And I picked up Final Vendetta not that long ago as well, which I've really enjoyed. Double Dragon Gaiden as well. So yeah, I've been playing a few sort of scrolling beat 'em ups recently. Juggernaut. Not sure why Juggernaut needs a big gun, but there you go. Great animation on Juggernaut there. Big character. Oh, he's just lost his helmet. Come on. Not far off beating him. Oh. There we go, got it.
X-Men, nice job. Magneto is over there. Follow me.
Over where? Ah, Mystique.
You fell into our trap.
A lot of traps in this bit of the game. Love that graphical effect there, that's quite cool. Notice the screen's starting to get a little bit busier now, throwing more enemies at you. These tank guys are annoying. Like enemies that you usually get sort of riding along on motorbikes in other games. Can't seem to catch him at the right angle. There we go, got him. If I remember right, this was the most annoying of the bosses, because you have to fight two of them. I'm getting my ass kicked here. one gone. That's two gone. That wasn't too bad. Oh, yeah, there's another one as well. Got him.
X-Men! X-Men! Magneto is planning to attack Earth from his asteroid base. You must foil his plan before it's too late. Go after the giant sentinel.
These are really annoying, these ones. Really, really annoying, these. Blob's back now. This is where they start to reuse all the previous sort of bosses and characters. Wendigo at the same time as well. Emma Frost is back. So yeah, I think we're coming up to the end of the game now. Big robot guy again. And Colossus, and Juggernaut as well. Why not? Thank God for infinite continues though, eh? I don't think they take quite as many hits to defeat as they do on their individual missions. There's Magneto. Welcome to die. Can't remember if Magneto is actually the very last bad guy. I can't remember. Or is there another one after this? You have to defeat like a giant sentinel. Can't remember. Ah, there we go.
Alas, that was Mystique, not Magneto.
Oh,
Magneto is in another place. Go, X-Men!
wouldn't you know it? There he is.
I am Magneto, Master of Magnet.
Master of Magnet. Not magnetism, he's the master of the magnet.
X-Chicken, you are helpless against my power, X-Men. Colossus. X-Men are to die. X-Chicken. Dead. You are dead. You are dead. X-Men are to die. You are helpless against my power, X-Men.
And that's the end of the game. Like I say, it's not a massive game or anything like that. When you've got infinite continues, obviously, it makes it a bit easier to finish. But what's that taking? About just under 40 minutes, I reckon. So that was X-Men the arcade game on Xbox 360 via Xbox Arcade. Hope you enjoyed that little playthrough of it. Thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, if you can hit that subscription button, and I'll see you next time.